What's up, guys? Welcome back to El Merengue Culé. This video is going to be a little different from the majority of our videos. Obviously, as you guys know, we've gotten into the streak of going, we give you the pre-game analysis and then we give you a post-game analysis / live reaction. But I decided to take this a little different route today. Normally I prepare for these videos, right? I go and make sure I look up statistics about the other team, look up who their best players are, look up their how many goals they've scored, assists, etc. Basically to keep you guys informed regarding the team and where they're currently standing in La Liga, so we have a good idea of how they play, what we can expect, and whatnot. And I feel like normally it gets us pretty close to how the team is doing, but for today I decided to take a different approach. Tomorrow Real Madrid is playing Huesca. I will say Huesca is currently last place in La Liga, but I won't lie to you guys that I've been pretty disheartened with everything that's been going on with Real Madrid. Motivation levels have not been the greatest. There's been so many negative news that have been going on with the club, and I feel like I haven't even wanted to make videos about it because I've been pretty, like I said, disheartened about it. So regarding the news with Sergio Ramos, the fact that him and the club are having so many issues, and I feel like I haven't really addressed much of these topics with you guys. So I kind of wanted to take this video to just kind of talk to you guys, let you guys know my opinions. We'll talk a little bit about the game. This may end up being a pretty long video, but I think it's a video that it was pretty due. So regarding Sergio Ramos, I believe some of you guys, when we were doing like the live stream, like some of you guys asked me like who some of my favorite players were, and I told you guys that Cristiano Ronaldo has always been, obviously one of my idols because of everything he did at Real Madrid. However, aside from him, from players that are still currently at Real Madrid, I identify myself a lot with a player like Sergio Ramos because we play a very similar position. All of his leadership characteristics I very much identify with. So that's someone that I've always looked up to very much. But I gotta say that the way he is approaching this whole scenario event with Real Madrid, I am not very happy with him at all. And frankly, quite honestly, I think he's taking a very jealous, egotistical route towards his contract renewal, because essentially what's happening is he's being very selfish is because he wants to accomplish, he still has many goals that he wants to accomplish with the Spanish national team, right? He wants to become the player with the most caps with Spain. He wants to go play in the Olympics with Spain. He wants to play in the Euro, and that's all fine. It's okay to have all these personal endeavors, personal goals for yourself. But whenever these personal goals are coming into the way of the club, the team that actually pays your salary, because the national team doesn't really pay him. He may get bonuses and stuff from competitions, but the actual national team doesn't pay him. And so whenever all your goals revolve around other things other than the team, the company, that pays you the money, that's when there starts to be a bit of a problem. Because Sergio Ramos essentially wants Real Madrid to renew him with 2 years, at least 2 years on his contract, and raise his salary to a salary that Real Madrid is currently not willing to pay him. And so that is where the stalemate currently holds, because Real Madrid doesn't think Sergio Ramos can maintain his level, or at least stay fit at that level for the next 2 years if he continues to play with the Spanish national team. So that is where the problem between both Real Madrid and Sergio Ramos is currently at. And they're not reaching an agreement. And to make things worse, Sergio Ramos' representative, which is actually his brother, Ramos, they're very close to the Spanish press. And so they leak out a lot of information to make Real Madrid look bad, make Florentino Perez and the club look like they are the ones, look like they're the bad guys. And Sergio Ramos is just over here waiting for them to renew his contract because he is a club legend. No one's going to take the fact away that he is a club legend. We all know what he's done for the team. I love the guy, what he's done for the team, right? But whenever you take that stance of getting your power with the press to make your club look bad, I support Real Madrid. I don't support Sergio Ramos. I support Real Madrid. Obviously, Sergio Ramos is one of my favorite players. But when he's going to go do that and attack the club, I do start to see him in a different eye. So I'm not saying just because he's doing this, I'm not going to like him anymore or whatnot. I'm just saying that it is a little frustrating the way he's approaching this. Now there's been, not rumors because it happened, but he's gone and liked certain things on social media, tweets or posts that talk about how Real Madrid is being selfish for not renewing You know, like the stuff that I've been saying. So basically giving his approval by going and liking that and then unliking it a couple hours later after he realized, you know, what he did and whatnot. So it's pretty frustrating. So regarding that scenario, I'm not very skeptical about it. If I actually like give you guys my opinion about it, the months keep going by and I don't know what team could go for him. I don't think PSG will end up going for him. I'm not too sure yet. I know Manchester United seems to be interested in him. Thoughts, rumors of Liverpool, whatnot. I don't know. I think the relationship is getting pretty damaged right now between Real Madrid and Sergio Ramos, which is definitely not good for Madridistas. Because frankly, we don't have anyone to replace him, and no one will replace him. Obviously, you know, all the rumors, Alaba to Real Madrid is still not official, but the rumors seem to be pointing that it is going to be basically a done deal. But we need to get our minds off of the fact that Alaba could be a substitute for Ramos. Alaba is not going to be a substitute for Ramos in any single way. They are very different in so many ways. So I just don't want Madridistas to create that false sense of security that, oh, it's okay, if Ramos leaves, we have Alaba coming in, because it's not going to be the same. However, that's one of the coins that I wanted to talk about. The other one obviously has to do, well, not obviously, but has to do with the news that I'm sure you guys know by now, that Eden Hazard is hurt again. He is injured again, another muscular injury. He's predicted to be out from between 4 to 6 weeks, leaving him out of the first tie against Atalanta in the Champions League. So that's pretty disheartening, and frankly, this is like the last push that I needed to just basically let go of my want for Hazard to succeed. I think not only like fans, but the team itself, the club, need to let go of Eden Hazard, not in the way of selling him, because we frankly can't sell him. He still has 3.5 years left in his contract. His salary is extremely high. Forget about selling him. We are going to have to keep him at the team. But the treatment with Eden Hazard needs to change. We no longer can allow ourselves to see him as that star player that we bought to come and revolutionize the team, because he's not going to do that. We need to take that mentality away from Eden Hazard and just look at him as another team player, another Asensio, another Marco Asensio, another Vinicius Jr. He is just another player that needs to work hard to earn his own minutes. Because him just for his name, Eden Hazard, is not going to earn himself a starting spot anymore. He has not earned that. All the minutes he played since coming back from this last injury were, for the most part, absolute shit. He didn't do a single thing. You looked at his statistics. Dribbles were bad. Key passes were bad. Everything about him was bad. I was analyzing the goal we conceded against Levante last week. Eden Hazard has to do a huge part of that. A lot of times it feels like we've been playing a man down because he does not come down to defend. So he doesn't defend, he doesn't provide much in attack. He was really doing nothing for us. He was only playing for the mere fact that he is Eden Hazard. I don't understand how he can go and get hurt after only playing 60 minutes once a week. Like, he's not even complete. He hasn't completed a full game since November. So this is just not the Eden Hazard that we obviously wanted to buy from Chelsea. Obviously, Real Madrid is pretty unlucky with that, but I think our mentality just needs to revolve around him. And the only way that he will succeed at Real Madrid is if that weight is taken off of him, that pressure is taken off of him. Because I feel like he, mentally, his body is just stressed because he knows that he is the player that Real Madrid bought to turn things around the club. And I think only, the moment something starts revolving around someone else, and that other person takes off that weight, starts scoring the goals, then Eden Hazard can truly shine, because he will no longer have to be the star man of the team. So I think, just overall to conclude that, I think the mentality needs to change for the team in regards to Eden Hazard and how they want to continue with him. So I could keep going on about talking about Real Madrid and like what I think they should do in the future regarding the coach, Zidane, the young players. I have a lot of potential plans that the club should implement if they want to succeed, because obviously what we're doing right now is not working. But I don't want the video to go on too long, so I will just quickly wrap it up with my thoughts for tomorrow. Obviously, we're playing the last place team in La Liga, that is Huesca. On paper, it should be an easy game. On paper, we should win it. I believe in the first round, we won this game by 4 goals. I think we scored 4 or 5 goals. And so this has been one of the games that we did the best in this season. But frankly, we also know how we do against these last place teams that like to defend. Huesca has recently switched up their lineups. They fired their coach, got a new coach, so they're no longer playing. They've been improving from how they started the season. They're not playing with 5 in the back. So obviously it's going to be another game where we're really struggling in that sense, trying to break down the team. Real quick with the lineup, I think we should expect to see Thibaut Courtois in goal. The right back will have to go to Odriozola again because Carvajal and Lucas Vazquez are still injured. Sergio Ramos is going to be back. So it'll be Sergio Ramos. I'm going to say it's going to be Sergio Ramos and Varane in the defense. Nacho is also back from his COVID, being positive for COVID. And remember, Eder Militao got that red card last game, so he's not going to be there. Left back position, we could see Marcelo. Mendy has actually been playing pretty bad the past month and a half. With the ball, he looks very linear, doesn't have very many ideas. Defense, he's still really solid, but it may be time to give Marcelo another chance. Who knows? I think right now with everything that's happening, we're just looking for anything that could be different, anything to cling on to. Marcelo actually played against Huesca in the first round. He actually had a pretty good game, so this could be a good game for him, especially when the team is going with 5 in the back. Maybe help us open them up, someone with a little more skill. Who knows? Midfield, there's really only one option, which is Casemiro, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric. It's so sad. I still do not understand why Real Madrid loaned out Odegaard. Really frustrating. We don't have Fede Valverde at the back. Maybe we could try switching up formation, which is something that I've been saying for this whole season. Putting in 4 midfielders, maybe throwing Isco in there. There's a player from Castilla, his last name is Blanco. Supposedly he's actually a pretty good player. Maybe giving him a go. At this point, there's not much, there's still a lot to lose in La Liga. We still need to get Champions League spots, obviously, but La Liga is not going to be won, so it's time to start trying new things. Up top, options are very limited too. Rodrigo's not back yet. We're going to have Benzema up top as a striker, and then on the wings, only options are Marco Asensio and Vinicius Jr. I think it'd be nice if they interchange throughout the game. Obviously, both of them play better on the left wing. Vinicius Jr. cannot play on that right wing. Asensio can, just not as good as he does on the left wing. So potentially just have Vinicius Jr. on the left wing and Marco Asensio on the right wing. So I think that's going to be the starting lineup. I think Madridistas need to approach this game and frankly the rest of the season just with an open mind. Hopefully Zidane realizes that if he doesn't start changing things, he's not going to have the job, because he cannot keep playing the same players. And I mean, honestly, he doesn't even have that many options right now because so many of them are injured. But whenever we start getting players back, he should put his money on certain youth players. Rodrigo, if it's getting a Castilla player, playing him, Valverde, he needs to start playing the youth players. Hopefully we can bring back someone like Brahim or just someone for next season. We need to start changing things up here at the club. So this was definitely a different type of pre-game analysis, nonetheless. But I wanted to give you guys a little more of my ideas regarding the Sergio Ramos and Eden Hazard situations. So let me know what you think regarding all of these, regarding Sergio Ramos. What are your thoughts? Do they differ from my opinions about Sergio Ramos and Real Madrid? Were you aware of all of this? Let me know down below. I want to have a conversation with you guys about this. How have you been feeling? I've always, like I said, been feeling pretty unmotivated about the rest of the season. It's really not looking good. It just seems like it's going to kind of drag on. But guys, of course, I want to hear what you guys have to say down below. Don't forget to hit the like button. I will see you guys tomorrow at the end of that Huesca Real Madrid game, hopefully with a victory, hopefully with some positive things to talk about. I want to try to focus on the positives. But with that being said, I hope you all have a good day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. As always, a la Madrid, and peace out.